Hello everyone, Battle Spirit Central here. Today we start again with the gameplay and we are going to see a green spam deck with the token and the main boss monster of the deck is Untrain against a yellow Blessed OTK. I already tell you that the green deck is not so good, so we will not publish the lists, but anyway it's still an interesting gameplay to see how green and yellow interact and how yellow got stronger. So you can see that I started with the yellow elemental and the blessed cathedral, so a really good start, while the other Luca starts with Mashrantula and he forces me to discard a card. Then it passes the turn to me, not a very explosive start from him, since green can do a lot of other stuff. Anyway, let us know if you like this setup or if you would like that we put some life counter on the sides, because I can see that from my side, so the yellow player, I have my life are not very visible because it's all pretty dark. So let us know. Anyway, I attack with my elemental, he kills it, blocking with my Mashrantula, I draw one and obtain a core. So I started to cycle through my deck. The yellow elemental are really a very nice adding to the deck. But he answered with a Netherworld Depths on his own. And yeah, the strong card that everyone complains about. Anyway, I still attack, I let him draw a card, and I take a life. He proceeds to summon Ant-Man General, that allows him to summon an Ant-Man token exhausted. So he has basically a free body. That's not that bad, but it's exhausted, so he cannot use it to push against me during his attack step. So he decided to pass because he was scared from my spirits with Blessed. And that spirit is now coming with Lumiere, pretty nice card, I like it. When summoned, one of my spirit gains Blessed, I give Blessed to my elemental and I attack with him, he blocks, so I again get to draw a card and gain one core from the reserve. This combo would have been even stronger if Cathedral was at level 2, so I could have drawn 2 cards. Anyway, I also activate the Gleam of Hope to draw an additional card. I like more Gleam of Hope than the yellow magic cost 2 of the lore set, because it has not the condition of having 3 yellow symbols on the field, but the magic of the expansion set, sorry, is still good. So he summons his vanilla and passes the turn to me because he was scared again of Blessed. Basically it would have been just some free cores to me. I summon Arcana Joker, the main boss monster of the deck. In this build we haven't any King Lin or Accidia. So I swing with my Lumiere and he draw a card and activate Ice Shield, answering with his life, because I also had the Arcana Joker. He plays his Great Alvar Plains, not a great Nexus in my opinion, but yeah, it's still not so bad. And he exhausted my Joker, so now my field is completely clean, and he could maybe swing into me, but let's see what he's decided to do. So he decides to attack with the token, but I answer with a Exhaust Nexus that wipes completely his board. And yeah, he also put down another Cathedral. And spoiler, I will win this game despite him having 2 Cathedral. Whoa, what a great news. He proceeds with Deadly Balance, I destroy my elemental and I draw a card. And another Deadly Balance. He told me that his hand was kinda bricked. But yeah, despite the 2 cathedrals, so green is kinda very difficult to build, except maybe green aggro that we have seen now that has done pretty well at the last American Grand Open. So very happy to see it because yeah, it wasn't seeing a lot of play, and it was considered very difficult to beat. And yeah, Blade Beast is doing the job right now in the competitive scenario. Right now Luca is kinda rebuilding his side of the field with also a vanilla and now the big Tokiwa. I wasn't even remembering its effect because it hasn't seen any play. Anyway, I remember that when attack I have to exhaust a spirit. I answer with my life and I activate Dream Bomb, bouncing back his Tokiwa, and it's one of his 2 Netherworld Depths, so yeah, 5 cores gone, we can say, for next turn if he wants to place it again. On my turn I summon 2 Hippocampus to try to apply even more pressure, and I also use a Somersault, making one of his 2 spirits basically useless to block. And I also put the Blessed Cathedral at level 2 to gain even more value from my cards. I attack, he draw, and he answers with his life. I take a life thanks to Blessed, and now he is basically forced to block because he has just 1 life. I was expecting another Ice Shield, but I think that was a Starblast draw set in his burst. So yeah, good for me, and very unlucky for him to not draw an Ice Shield with all those draws from the Netherworld Depths. So I continue to swing, and I pass my turn, and he basically swarms the field. That's why the deck is called the Green Token Spam. He has 3 vanilla, Untrain, and thanks to Untrain he summons 2 Ant-Man token, so you have 6 spirits, 5 of them summoned in just 1 turn. That is absolutely not bad. And now he could swing in, but I think he will not do it, and it's the right choice because I would have won on the crackback because I had high shields. But yeah, it was a kind of risky situation if I had 0 defense, but obviously I was not willing to put myself in a situation like that without having the safety net of high shield. Then I summon another Arcana Joker and also Dual Eagle, also drawing a card thanks to Phantasmal Paradise. And yeah, he uses his Starblast draw, and I start attacking to slowly take down his board. He will draw thanks to his deaths, but if he destroys my spirit, I will also draw with my card. Anyway, Arcana Joker was unblockable, and thanks to Lumiere I could have also recycled the Lumiere effect. So yeah, that was kind of good, and he scoops. So we pass to game number 2, and it wasn't played. It was played without the sideboard because we were just testing, and we decided to record these matches. Also, sorry for my legs that are always shaking. I don't know why. He decides to start, and he swarms the field with 2 vanillas. I set my burst, and I start with my Pentan with 3 cores on him, so a very strong Pentan, 4k, insane. But I still would have not sacrificed him to block and to be destroyed for a mere vanilla. I summoned the new Fable Beast with Blessed Crocodile. It's kinda nice. It's less strong. Is it English? Correct English? Less strong? I don't know. It's weaker, so it's weaker than Hippocampo, but it's a low cost blast, so very good for this deck. And with Lumiere and Hippocampo, it goes to form a nice blessed lineup that can hurt and put pressure on the opponent. Anyway, I pass my turn after attacking. He attacks me again with these 2 spirits, and he passes the turn. I still have a nice amount of lives because I down my Phantasmal Paradise, and I summon also Dual Eagle, and I attack with Blessed to regain some lives. He answers with a Burning Force that wipes my Pentan and my clock die, so that was kind of rough, but dual eagle on the field is always a nice thing to have. It can also be a strong blocker in the early stages of the game, so absolutely not bad. He continued to summon vanillas, and he decided to not attack. I don't know, maybe I would have been more aggressive at his place, but maybe he didn't have any defenses. Anyway, I put down a Blessed Cathedral, and I summon another clock die, drawing a card with the Phantasmal Paradise that is starting to put some serious work. Well, Phantasmal Paradise is really insane. It's also optional to draw or not draw with it, so yeah, that's good. Anyway, I decide to put some pressure and attack, and he blocks and use a deadly balance. Very nice timing for deadly balance. His vanilla was already dead, and I had to destroy another clock die, so that was kinda good. And at the end of my step, he summoned, in the flash timing, he summoned a Leaf Wolf, also to gain some reduction. But here I catch him with an Exhaust Nexus that does a lot of work, destroying 2 or 3 spirits, I think 2. And here he put down a Masharantula, and I have to discard a Dream Bomb. I had in my hand both Dream Bomb and Ice Shield, and I kept them in hand on purpose to play around it. No, it's the next turn that I will do it, because I already had the burst set. And yeah, Masharantula can be quite annoying in these occasions when the cards in hands are not a lot and we have only high value cards in our end. Anyway, our battle continues. I continue basically to put more pressure on him, and he attacks, and I can draw. Attacking with the elemental, I draw both for the effect of the elemental and also for the effect of Blessed Cathedral. Basically, I was just suiciding myself with the elemental to gain advantages in core and in cards. Here he summoned the other Masharantula, and I discarded my Pentant that I decided to not summon because my other card in hand was Ice Shield. That's the moment. But it doesn't do a lot during his turn, and I'm free to summon my Hippocampo and continue to pressure him. So you can see that this yellow deck is very aggressive and is putting a lot of work. We have to say also that this green deck is not working at all. Just also a Beldigor would have done a lot of damage, because a lot of green cards, like you can see the Butterfly, is a cost 4, and also yellow in general with for example Hippocampo and the Clock Dial in this deck, they suffer a lot, Beldigor. Here there is a little bit of a comeback with the summon of Tokiwa that scared me quite a bit, but he wasn't drawing any cards, so if I just outed the cards on his field, he was in a top deck situation, and green does not have a lot of top decks, despite maybe a side Starblast draw. Yeah, that it's not even a green card. He passes the turn because he was scared of my crackback if he attacked. I attack with my Joker, and he uses a Thorn Prison, and all my spirits are exhausted, so that was kind of scary moment, but I had all the necessary defenses. So yeah, I like a lot this version of yellow, as I was saying. You can see that it goes pretty even, and also it goes over spam decks. That is not a thing that is very easy to do. And yeah, it basically does its job. Meanwhile, I just bounce back his Tokiwa with a Dream Bomb while he was trying to attack for game. And yeah, he doesn't care a lot of what the opponent does. Obviously, if he plays red, we will cry. Yeah, I don't know how the red matchup is now that we have Joker and Lumiere, but still, against green, and also I think against purple and white, it does a very nice job. Its only problem is red, and right now we are seeing less Terrasaur, since right now everyone is on purple X-Biter, and I think that this deck does a very nice job and playing around both Cathedral, because it doesn't care, and also X-Biter. Also this X-Biter Depth deck doesn't run the Baculus and Curse Dragon package, so it doesn't have a way to destroy completely our field, so it's kind of good. So now you can see that gameplay is quite kind of stalling because we are both attacking each other back and forth. He has just one card in hand, I have infinite card, and he decides to scoop. So yeah, that was it. And yeah, as I was saying, I think that this yellow deck has a really serious shot to take down the best deck. Obviously it suffers a lot red, but we have a draw power that is insane with Cathedral and Phantasmal Paradise. And I think that it's really underrated, and I don't know, I hope more people will catch up on this. Some of the Italian community topped the Netherlands Grand Open with this deck, this kind of deck, I think, based on Fable Beast, and I hope that they will do well also at the Pro Tour. So yeah, that was it for today, guys. Let us know what you think about these decks, and if you like the gameplay, and subscribe obviously, and I will see you soon. Ciao!